All right, guys, we are here with my pal Paul from HP Velotechnik. Paul, welcome to the U.S.
Thank you, Gary. Good to see you and good to be here back again.
Yeah. All right, so you have brought a nice selection of HP trikes here that we're going to talk about and give the folks some updates on what's going on. Shall we start with the Gekkos?
Absolutely. So I think the Gekkos, that's a really exciting product here for the U.S. For various reasons, and we've got some updates for your viewers on these two. So the Gekko line is what we consider to be the entry-level trike for HP, but in the market it's already a premium product. So it is made in the same quality and the same design as all our Scorpions that we're famous for. Now the special thing about these Gekkos is we store them in our US warehouse. So if you want to buy one of these, you can get that within a week to your dealer and he will set it up. So there's more exciting news on this. Before, the dealer had to set it up. That takes him some more time. So when the season is busy, it might delay the process. So right now, and this is a special information for the dealers, right on this show, we're very lucky to be able to announce a pre-assembly service. So the dealers can get the trikes pre-assembled from our great staff at our US facility. So that helps. It's proudly assembled in the US and it's finished perfectly by the US dealers. And then there's something else that I learned. We got these requests for e-trikes, and now e-trikes are a really big thing in the US. Usually everything comes from the US to Europe, like BMX, skateboarding. I was looking at the Max here and it took a couple years. Now e-bikes and e-trikes have been a big thing in Europe already for 15 years. And right on this trip here, I see it's picking up to a huge thing in the US as well. So I came down to Miami on the trip and then made my trip up. If you like, watch that, go to our YouTube channel at HP Velotechnik. You can see some videos that we took riding in Miami and Savannah and Greenville. It was great fun, but it was a serious business trip. So what I learned was there is a demand for retrofitting trikes, and there is a demand for equipping these US Gekkos with e-motors as well. Now, up to now, that was not possible. You had to order the trike from our German factory, where we super precisely mount the e-drive and we do internal cable routing. So that was the reason why we were not offering that as a retrofit kit, because we feel internal cable routing, that's an expert job that our mechanics, they need several hours for and very proper training.
Okay.
So one thing I learned on this trip just a couple weeks ago from talking to our great HP dealers here in the US is they say it's perfectly okay if we can do a retrofit kit that has external cable routing. So all the cables will not be in the frame, they will be neatly tucked under the frame, be more visible, more accessible, and much easier to mount. So here's the great news, and that's new, it's not printed yet. The dealers are going to get this information in the next days. E-kits are coming available just in a couple of days, shipped from the US.
So by the time folks see this, that will be happening already. So retrofitting an e-kit to any of these, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, what's next? You want to talk about the Scorpions?
Yeah, we're at the Scorpions and we're still talking electric because at HP there's a lot of energy, and that's not only due to the electric trikes picking up in the market and being a real great thing for people getting them riding trikes farther and farther uphill than they ever did before. So I was talking about the e-kits. These drivetrains, they come in various spec options. We are a proud partner of Shimano. Shimano is doing a great motor. It's very silent and it's very powerful. So we do have various price levels. And with the e-kit and on the Scorpions, we have the top of the line motor that Shimano just introduced a couple of days ago. And that's the Shimano 801 motor.
Okay.
And now there's something special, which I'm going to point out here. It's the 801 Cargo. Now you would wonder, why is there a cargo motor on the recumbent trike? The reason is, on a cargo motor and a cargo trike, Shimano's engineers allowed them to release the full power right from the first pedal stroke. So they don't want these motors to be put on any upright mountain bike or bike, because you're going to do a wheelie and flip over immediately.
Right.
It is so super powerful. So that's great for cargo bikes, but of course it's also great and perfect for a recumbent. yet have to see somebody doing a wheelie on one of our Scorpions.
Right.
But with this motor, if they push really hard, they really get a blast forward.
Right, so no wheelies, but you get that instant torque, which is really nice on a recumbent.
Yeah. One thing that new people who get into e-trikes constantly ask is, can I put a throttle on it? Now here we're on a mission. We think this is a tricycle. It's a bicycle. You can pedal it. It keeps you healthy. You can have fun, and you get the extra support. So usually we advise against throttles, because then it kind of turns into a motorbike. We are doing throttles on our Bafang on the DeltaTx for some reasons, which I'm going to explain to you later on.
Okay.
But with that super powerful motor, the 801 Cargo, it's so super powerful. Now if you put that on boost mode and you just gently push the pedal, you're never going to ask about the throttle again.
It's a foot throttle.
Absolutely.
That sounds great. Anything else on the Scorpion then, Paul?
Yes, there's something I'd like to point out to your viewers. As HP Velotechnik is known for its full custom-made program, I'm aware of that, and I'm also aware at the beginning it can be an overwhelming choice. We can make a Scorpion perfect for anybody, I would say. It takes some time to go through our online configurator. It takes proper advice from the dealers, but you name a component or an option, we got it. But to help those people who just say, that one rides great, I just want to have it, we have something we call the Special Edition line. Now a Special Edition Scorpion is a Scorpion that is outfitted with components that in the end most people buy anyway. So it's not the entry price tag, it's a fully assembled trike. And if you want to have an easy purchase on a Scorpion, ask your dealer for a Scorpion Special Edition. They're online as well. You get a full package. And now there's a great thing, we pre-built these so they're ready to ship from Germany within a week. So give it another week or two for shipping, give your dealer a week time, so within 3 or 4 weeks you're good to go.
Couldn't be more simple. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Paul, so the latest trike from HP is the Delta, and we've had some experience already with the Laid Back Report. It's traded a nice review with his wife, Lisa, and that's been a little while ago now. He's got a year into it, so there's been some updating. Tell us what's going on with the Delta.
Absolutely. So the DeltaTx is something quite unique here in the US, we see. Trikes in this setup with a DeltaTx setup, 2 wheels in the back, and a higher seat are really getting popular in Europe. During my tour here in the US, I realized most people that are looking for trikes are tadpole trikes, which is absolutely fine. I love having everybody on a Scorpion, so that's cool. But we think we can expand cycling or triking to more people. So I was driving down Florida and driving around these people all in golf carts in those retirement communities. I think this is the perfect trike to go. Now there's one thing that we thought about, how can we make getting in and out the trike even easier for those people? And I'm going to show that right now. So on this trike, from now on, you just stand up, and if you get that. So with the DeltaTx, getting in and out of the trike with the above seat steering is just as easy as getting into and out of your car. You step into and you just close the handlebars in front of you and you're ready to go.
So Paul, let's talk a little bit about the front end of the trike, the handlebar setup, steering.
Yeah. Well, riding on a trike, we think at HP it's all about ergonomics. So we want people to be really safe and comfortable on a trike. So getting it set up is very important, and we want to make that as easy as possible. So when you have a trike with a above seat steering, some people can feel the handlebars are too close or too far away, and that can be a little initial thing that needs to be adapted properly so people are really smiling when they're driving away. So what we did with the DeltaTx, not only introducing the handlebars that move up and down, but we're now also offering a quick release set on the stem. So as you can see here, the stem, it's a 3-piece design, and there are 2 quick releases on it. So either the dealer or even the rider who rides the trike can, within a minute, set up the handlebars just where they want them to be.
Okay, Paul, so one final feature on the DeltaTx that you're excited about that's very unusual. Describe what goes on if you want to store this trike.
Absolutely. We're going to make that as easy as possible because it's the usual question. I do already own 3 HP trikes, so how can I make this fitting in my garage? Well, this is easy. There is a parking set that you can easily mount on the trike, and then you can easily park the trike on the back end. So basically it's just some little rubber protection units that go on the seat and on the seat rack, and then you step behind the trike, put your feet on the rack, it comes up and you park it on its backside, and there you go, space for a great trike.
All right, guys, so that about wraps it up here at HP. And Paul, before we go, I really wanted to thank you for once again sponsoring the Laid Back Bike Report here at CycleCon. We really appreciate your support.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Gary, for bringing all this up to the attention of your viewers. I wish they all could have been here, but it is just as if they were in senior at CycleCon. Thank you.
As close as we can make it, that's right. Thank you, Paul. Okay.